My Movie Recollection with Vincent Cloud.
And John Nemeth.
And this is where we talk about movies drawn randomly and discussed with speed and zest.
Yes, it
Well,
is.
doesn't zest mean like you're enthusiastic?
Yeah, a zest for life.
Oh, okay. All right. For some reason, I thought that was a word that meant quick as well, but it's not.
No.
But it still works. Okay. Anyways, John, draw some movies. Let's get it going.
All right, let's roll the old roulette wheel. Okay. Um, Four words, starts with L, and it's a fairly recent movie in the last, it's in the 2020s at least.
Oh, okay. Last of Us? Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Anyone in it?
Um, yeah, this may give it away, but um, a certain Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh, no. Jeez. Oh, last night in something, Soho?
Yeah,
All right,
that's the
cool.
one.
Never saw it.
Have you seen anything about it?
Yeah, it's like she's experiencing two realities at once or something, and it's like a murder mystery. That's my guess.
Yeah, it's kind of. So um this other woman moves into this like apartment, and I don't remember if she like learns about someone who lived there before, but she's just kind of like this normal woman, and then she she kind of sees like visions of this super glamorous woman living there, decades earlier. And that's, Anya Taylor-Joy. And um, I don't know, it's like one of those things. I don't remember it super well, but it was just like, oh, maybe this glamorous life isn't all I imagined it to be. It's got its downsides and all that.
Right.
Um, but yeah, it's definitely not my top Edgar Wright movie, but I did enjoy it. Um, yeah, I seem to remember it like getting pretty crazy at the end as far as like the the worlds coming together and like in a ghostly kind of way or something like that.
Hmm. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I wanted to watch this for Edgar. I think he's pretty cool. I haven't watched Baby Driver though. I'm a little late, but uh yeah, it looks cool. But Soho, where is that? Where is that?
London, I believe.
Oh, okay. For some reason I was thinking, oh, like,
Or or is that Soho, New York? I don't remember even.
oh.
But I think this one was in London.
Let me ask you something. I've never seen Anya Taylor-Joy act. Is she the hype?
Yeah,
Or
I've really liked her and stuff. Um, those M. Night movies, Split and
Mhm.
whatnot. I thought she was good in that. And then I just watched her in The Menu and enjoyed that also.
But she's good. You're
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
like, yeah.
I think she's good. I like her as a an actress. Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Yeah, but you said it's not your favorite Edgar one?
No, you mentioned Baby Driver. I really liked Baby Driver, and then wasn't that like one of the last movies before we all learned what a creep Kevin Spacey is? So like,
Oh,
it's that for that reason it makes it kind of hard because you just kind of associate it with that in a way.
right.
Uh,
I've never seen it though. But isn't Kevin Spacey like a gigantic asshole
yeah,
playing a gigantic asshole? Oh
yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it was that made me not check that movie out. But I think my brother put out, he was just like, just fucking, watch the beginning. And I'm like, oh, everything is syncing up with the music. That's pretty cool. but that's what he does in all his movies. They all have this flow to them. It's
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I always think of the Shaun of the Dead thing with the Queen song. Like we're just like bashing zombies to the rhythm.
Yeah, that's right. Um, okay, well, I don't know. I don't know if I will check this out because like I said, Joy looks pretty. That's all I know. But I heard that this wasn't the best Edgar movie, so I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what'll happen. Perhaps
Yeah,
someday.
I mean, it's still a good movie, but it you can't help but compare it to like all this other stuff.
Hmm. All right. Maybe they should have been thrown Simon Pegg in there a little bit, maybe liven things up.
Yeah, I mean, just throw him in there. Why not? Nick Frost, get him in there.
All right. Should we move on to another movie?
Yeah, why don't you give us something to
Ooh. All right. Three-word title starts with an L.
L?
L, as
Uh,
in
Last
Lucy.
of Us,
Nope,
Lost
nope.
in Space.
There is a number in this title.
Hmm. Lost for Space.
Okay. Richard Donner.
Sure, Donner, that means nothing to me.
Okay.
Um,
I couldn't think of that name when we were talking about Lost Boys. That's who I was trying to think of. Yeah. Mel Gibson.
Lethal Weapon 4, 2,
Whoa.
3.
You got four.
Oh, nice.
Dude, I mean, I've seen it. Have you?
Never seen it.
Oh shit. Okay, well, what do you think it is it about? And are you a fan of these movies at all?
Maybe I've seen the first one. I'm not confident either way on that. Um, is Danny Glover in it?
Yes.
Is he too
Yes.
old for this shit?
Oh my God.
Still?
Yeah, I just heard that he was 40 when he was in that first movie. Okay, well,
Okay,
it's
let me make some guesses.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
is it like every other action franchise where like the first one is, kind of like, oh yeah, you could imagine these two guys doing this stuff, and then as it gets on, like it just huge, like bigger and bigger stakes, like kind of crazier what they're doing and all that kind of thing.
I would say it is a pretty consistent franchise.
Okay.
Um, I I know I've watched the first one, but I don't remember anything. I mostly remember the second one being my favorite. The third one let me down, and then four was a nice comeback. I was like, oh, that was a solid buddy cop movie, you know. But the introduction of Jet Li to America. I think this was his first movie, and he
Oh
played the
wow.
bad guy. Oh, it's so good. And it results in one of the coolest fights in movies. I don't think it's mentioned enough. It has a first that I've ever seen before Star Wars Phantom Menace, where there's two dudes fighting one guy, one bad guy. And it was, Murtaugh and Riggs fighting Jet Li. Oh, it was so awesome, man. Amazing fight. Um, okay, so if you haven't seen these, then you don't know the brilliance that comedic timing of Joe Pesci. He's like he's like the third wheel all the time.
I've
It's
seen Home
awesome.
Alone. I know his his brilliance in comedy.
Oh man, but he's actually really nice. He's annoying, but he's really nice. And like, the guys, Mel Gibson and Danny Glover are always like kind of just pushing him away, like get out of here, shit
Is he
like
like
that.
another cop or what?
No, no. They had to protect him in two, and then he's just a friend in three, and he's practically family in four. But it's cool. Like I recommend it. In three, we are introduced to Rene Russo. That's about the only positive about that movie. Yeah.
Oh, I just watched her in something earlier today.
The
The
Thomas Crown Affair.
that's right. The in the McTiernan
Oh,
universe.
right. Have you seen 13th Warrior then?
No, that one's next.
Dude, oh my God. I want to talk about that as like a standalone review. I love that
Really?
movie so much. Yeah.
That's that's exciting.
All right. Well, see this fourth one. No, it's like I said, it's they work well together, this Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. I wish Mel Gibson never had that outburst. I'd probably be going back and watching way more of his stuff because I think I really liked him. I thought he could really do dramatic stuff and funny stuff. Yeah, he could romance shit.
hmm
Yeah. And of course, Danny Glover's great too, as well. He always has been. Yeah, name out one bad Danny Glover performance. Yeah.
Can't do it.
All right.
Well, if Scott
Let's.
was here, I'd say the first Saw movie, but
Oh, I've never seen that.
he wasn't
Wow.
bad in it. It would just be something to. Um, all right. Yeah, don't you wish you ever see that episode of Parks and Rec where Adam Scott is like a political like a um campaign manager or something, and the candidate is just like this super boring guy who pretty much like shuts down when he's like not on the trail or like on camera or whatever. Sometimes we're just like actors were like that, so it's just like
Oh,
they don't have a personal life. They don't say problematic things or do anything horrible. They just produce content and
oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah. Oh, real quick thing about Lethal Weapon 4. They keep adding characters, and Chris Rock is the last one to be added in this fourth installment. And yeah, if you like your Chris Rock, he's there interacting
who,
with Joe Pesci.
who doesn't besides Will Smith?
Oh, God damn it, you beat me to it. I was like, I know there's something. All right. New movie from yours?
Sure, yeah. Ooh, okay. Um, one, two, three, six
I
words.
thought you
First
were gonna
word.
sing a song.
Five, six, seven, eight.
That's dancing.
Six words. First word is the. Second word starts with C, as in Charlie.
The six words. The ooh shit. I don't know. I don't know. Anyone in it?
Um, Tilda Swinton is in it.
Oh, the fucking wait, Tilda Swinton. The Lion Witch in the Wardrobe, but that's not it.
No, that
Oh.
is not it. Nope. Um, let's see here. Kate Blanchett.
The, uh, I'm so frustrated because I love both those actresses. Sometimes I confuse the two.
Yeah, that's like it's really like I only gave you one actress.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Directed by the Finch man, David Fincher.
Oh, the Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
That's
Wah,
the one.
wah, wah. Well, as you can tell, I didn't care for it. How'd you like it?
It was too long. I don't know. It was fine. Like there was definitely interesting stuff in it. I I don't know. It's funny hearing Brad Pitt, like doing like weird old man. Like, not only was he born an old man, but he was an old man who had smoked 3 packs a day.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I'm trying to decide if I even think like, oh, this is a really interesting concept to think about.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, the fact that it's executed so. David Fincher isn't who I think of when I consider, oh, the ups and downs of life. David Fincher's very kind of cold and like slow zooms and everything's kind of like, I think The Social Network, kind of, it's all about lawyers and shit like that. Um, this is about like, hey, I've tasted life, but in reverse. But it's not, there's nothing vibrant about this life. It's shot very brown. I remember there's a lot of brown in there, and yeah, it wasn't very fun. I didn't care that Brad Pitt looked like a fucking old man. I was like, okay, but this is kind of dull.
Yeah. Now the social network, I really like that a lot,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
though I never want to watch it because I just hate the fact that that exists in our world. But um, but yeah, anyway, Benjamin Button, um, yeah, he's like a old little guy on a boat for a while. That's kind of fun.
All
Um,
right. Yeah. Hey Dave, what's up, man?
There you go.
we're just Benjamin Buttoning here. If you've got anything to say about that.
Never seen it. I got nothing to say.
Well, I
Other
didn't
than
care for it.
I heard of the premise and it sounded so strange that I'm like, nah, I'm good.
And then so at the end he like abandons his family,
Oh, is
right?
that right?
Yeah.
I know she cheats on her husband with him at the end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's like super young and she's super old.
Right. Yeah.
But it's
And
like,
then
it's weird.
and I'm trying to remember, does he meet then his daughter and then by that point they're like the same age or something like that? Or he no, he's like even younger, like he's like a little kid or something. I'm trying to remember how
You
that
know,
timeline worked.
that is the only part that stuck with me in that whole movie was at the end when he was basically an old man, but he was, played by a child. And you could see him going through dementia, the mood swings and all that shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that stuck with me. I'm like, God damn, that was effective. Wow. Tilda Swinton, who was she?
So she was like I think it was like in his um when he was in like his 40s or 50s that or like his body was um that he had like an affair with her and um they were together for I don't know a couple years or something I think
Whoa.
um
You know what? He could have easily said, "Listen, babe, I thought she was you," because I like Vincent Cloud. Confused the two of you. Wow. You know what's ironic about that though? That joke is that apparently Brad Pitt has like face blindness. You ever hear
oh
about
really
that? Yeah, yeah. Where he's like, everyone looks the same in a way. Like I have to pay attention to the voice and, body movements and shit like that. Yeah, it's
that's
crazy.
I
interesting.
don't buy that for a second. He's getting with Jennifer Aniston, like
Why
Angelina
not?
Jolie. Like I just like their personalities.
I'm told that you're beautiful.
That's well, hold on though. Okay, so you could say, well, yeah, he was with Angelina Jolie. Well, people are like, oh my gosh, she's so fucking hot. But then she was with Jennifer Aniston, which I does nothing for me. So maybe there is truly face blindness, and Brad Pitt has it, man.
I think Jennifer Aniston is very pretty.
From the neck on down. All right, I joke, I joke. Uh, should we move on to another movie? Dave, do you have something?
No, unless you want me to.
No, what was the last movie you've seen?
But
Um,
don't tell us.
Yeah, make us guess it, please.
what was
Uh,
the last movie I've seen?
Wait, weren't we talking about a Godzilla movie?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you want to talk about that one? Let's do it.
sure.
Is it
Uh,
the new one?
no, it was Do you remember the name of it? It was something starts with the M. Godzilla versus
Megalon.
Megalon. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I haven't seen that forever, but I used to watch it all the time. That was one of the three Godzilla movies I own for sure. How was it? Oh yeah, you don't want to rate and rank things, John, but Jet Jaguar.
Oh
Um,
yeah. I
I
was trying
really
to remember
like,
which one that was. Okay.
yeah, but also Gigan. Gigan's he's got the fucking Cyclops like one eye
Yeah.
red and spikes hooks for hands. He looks awesome. I used to have an old Gigan. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that character, like, I think the characters in the movie are awesome. The movie, however, is not awesome. It's they have like the last 15-20 minutes is great. The hour preceding it is just terrible. Like, I don't know. I don't it feels like it's 20 minutes of awesomeness, but then they're like, wait, we need another hour to fill. So then it's Jet Jaguar and we just follow him around. He's just like a robot.
Yeah, but then he
And
becomes a big robot.
yeah. And then at the end he shrinks down to a regular sized person again.
hmm
Was he, do you think he proceeded? Yeah, I think preceded Power Rangers because their robots always get bigger. Remember that? Or not their robots, but their monsters always get bigger. Come on, where are
Oh,
my Power Ranger heads? Come
yeah, I never watched it.
on.
Well, I thought Power Rangers started in the 90s, did it not? Or
Well, that was, I mean, but it's from footage done from Japan, and that was
oh, that's
older.
right.
Yeah, they were older shows, so I'm not really sure. I was just kind
Wait,
of
oh, for
curious.
real? I
Yeah,
had no idea.
yeah. That's why it's so funny when, you see like the American cast and when, they act like, hey, what's up, But as soon as they get on the suit, they're like, oh my God, we must go there. And like totally unnatural movements. That's great.
Yeah, that's true because I feel like they're structured in the same way, like the Power Rangers episodes, where it's like, you have 23 minutes of just like them in like high school and going around their town, and then all of a sudden the bad guy shows up, and then it's just like, the 5 minute fight scene, and that's like the part you wait for is the fight scene at the end, because that's when you're like, oh, it's a big monster, and what's gonna happen?
Oh,
So remind me in this Godzilla, what's the human story going on? So there's the obviously the team building Jet Jaguar. Was this the one where like the guy's sister gets captured by the aliens and then um like they mind control her and she starts acting on their behalf, or is that a different one?
No, that must be a different one. This one, I don't like, there's just like an earthquake at the beginning, and then
for like
everyone's
five
concerned about
minutes
it.
straight. It's awesome.
Yeah. And then there's a man and his son, and then another man who might be his friend or brother or something. It's not totally explained. But then they're kind of just there in scenes, but like there's no plot or anything about who they are, what they are, other than they're aware of Jet Jaguar and they see him and they look at him like he's Superman or something, this amazing, like, oh my gosh, look at that. He's so awesome. And they just look at him as like some hero. And then the bad guys, like the evil monsters, like come in, and then they're all just trying to Jet Jaguar becomes big and then tries to fight them off, but he can't do it on his own. So then they gotta like, hey, we need to send out a signal to Godzilla. So they
Heck
get
yeah.
they're like they pull out some like necklace with like some medallion on it, and they're like, give this to Jet Jaguar. And if this is like a homing beacon to wherever Godzilla is. and then Jet Jaguar takes it and he finds Godzilla on an island somewhere, and then like Jet Jaguar shows up and like does like hand signals to Godzilla, and Godzilla can read sign language apparently. And then
That's
Godzilla's like,
terrific.
"Oh, okay." He like nods at him, and then he like jumps in the water and like swims really fast to get to where the bad guys are. And then they have this epic battle scene.
I mean, you like tag team wrestling matches. I mean, this had to be right up there for you, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's way too long. Just
Did
the
you
build up.
watch it with subs or dubs?
It was dubbed in American, and I was
Oh
kind of
yeah, that's your
disappointed.
problem. Yeah.
I felt like it was a problem too. I'm like, I wish they were just speaking Japanese and then I could read the subtitles because it would be more natural that way.
Yeah,
But
and like sometimes they like significantly like just alter the dialogue too. So it's like whatever little thread of story there was in the Japanese dialogue was maybe lost too.
perhaps
Uh,
I if I watch another one, I definitely want it to be Japanese audio the whole time.
I was gonna add that I actually prefer the English version of King Kong versus Godzilla because I just remember them saying like, "Oh, I feel like a monkey," and like "dumbbell" and shit like that. Like I remember a lot of lines from that movie. So it would be interesting to watch that with subs and not dubs. Oh, but one more thing about Jet Jaguar, and I just learned about this because someone covered like every Godzilla movie ever made in one giant video. It was awesome to watch. But Jet Jaguar was designed by a kid in school. They were having like a contest. They're like, "Hey, Godzilla fans, like you get to design a character." And yeah, some kid won the contest, and that's how we have Jet Jaguar. Isn't that great?
That is great. Do you wish you were that kid?
Well, I mean, I would like to design kaiju. That'd be awesome. Holy shit. To design someone who's gonna fight Godzilla. Oh, that'd be great. Oh shit. Waves and Godzilla.
I One thing I thought was weird about the movie is when I was first watching it, I thought Jet Jaguar, like the household robot, I thought it was gonna turn evil and be like a bad guy. Cause like in my head, I'm like AI, robots, it's gonna turn evil and they're gonna have to destroy it. So I just thought it was interesting. I'm like, oh, he's actually a good guy. How optimistic.
Well, I think because they already had Mechagodzilla, I think that's why. Or wait,
I
Mechagodzilla
think
might have
this
been
was first.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they kind of yeah, they were probably like producers and they were like Dave, they're like, hold on, I don't trust this Jet
Wait a minute.
Jaguar. Yeah. But the producers were like, no, he was designed by kids, he's friendly and shit, but we will take you up on that, evil AI idea. Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? I think that's the end. Like, subscribe, comment. This was my movie recollection with Vincent Cloud.
John Nemeth.
David Lar.